Good morning. I'm here with my friend Dan, and this is my second or third cup today because I'm still on Eastern time and I'm just trying to stay awake all day long. And we're at Hypno Thoughts, and we're really having a good time. But both of us were talking about before we started this is being in that overwhelmed mode. And since both of us are there, we decided that we would talk about being in the overwhelmed mode.
I was just talking to one of my friends on the phone this morning, and she said, you know, Dan, you're always like going, and she's like, I don't know how you guys go to all these conventions, and you're always doing stuff, and she's like, you bounce back and forth, convention, you're speaking, you're doing shows, stage shows, you're seeing clients. She said, how do you manage it all? And sometimes it's hard. I don't really think there's such thing as balance. Like, I think the concept of balance is honestly bullshit. There's going to be more energy here. Sometimes you're going to have to put more energy over there. And I wonder, do you ever feel the same way? You're just going?
Okay, I always feel the same way. Good morning, Joan, and you know I feel the same way. The thing is that, in my opinion, it is something to strive for. Balance is something that means that you're self-caring as much as you're giving.
Right.
Yesterday, I did a handwriting analysis class, a graphology class, and it was amazing. And when he read my handwriting, he said to me, wow, you are an overly generous person. Maybe you need to balance that. And that was only yesterday, and so it's in my handwriting. It's part of who I am. It's part of who I like to be. However, sometimes your body is telling you, like my body is very tired right now because I keep waking up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I put in a whole day, and last night when I looked at my watch, because it's still on New York time because I just don't know how to change it, it said that it was 3:03 in the morning. It was 3:03, I was wide awake, I had just bowled, and I didn't know how to go to bed. I didn't know how to unwind, and today I woke up overwhelmed. Now, I believe in overwhelmed, I believe in pity, I believe in all the emotions that you could have.
Well, we feel all those emotions. Some people think because we're hypnotists, we have the perfect life. We are human. We get overwhelmed too. We get tired too. We have our own stuff that we have to work through as well. And the thing is with bouncing back and forth between time zones, it really is a lot about self-care. A convention I was at last week, 3 weeks ago, people were sending me pictures. I'm like, oh my God, I look like a whale. I look awful. So I started going to the gym, and just taking time for myself helped me feel much better. Taking some vitamin supplements, just that little bit, which is I take a couple of things in the morning, and then throughout the day it sustains my energy level, and you just feel good when you take even 5 minutes to yourself. It can feel really good. Now, Janet, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think obviously if I'm doing a coffee time, I'm an extrovert. But I just want to say one thing about what you said, is I think that when you're feeling overwhelmed, I think what it needs to do is a little discipline, a little self-discipline. I think what it means is that for me, it meant instead of going class to class to class, I went outside to get some fresh air. When you're in Vegas, one thing is you don't know what time it is, you don't know what the weather is, you don't really know anything because everything is created. You're in this fantasy world.
You're inside in this hotel and in the casino. And if you don't go outside, I didn't go outside once yesterday.
and that I feel like that helped me. But I'm always about how long are you going to stay at the party? The pity party, the overwhelmed party, the oh my God, I'm not enough party. All those to me is just a party. You're having a party with your sad self. Okay, when is it over? If you stay too long, I always call it, some people say, it's like the Cinderella effect. After midnight, nothing good happens. And I feel like it's the same thing. You got to leave the party at some point. So you have to leave the overwhelmed party. And if you don't leave the overwhelmed party, bad things happen to you. That's all I could say, is it is the Cinderella effect. It's all downhill after midnight. But I think that we're made to be outside a little bit.
Right.
It's not natural to have only abnormal lighting. It's not natural to not smell fresh air.
And also, you're talking about sometimes you have to leave the party. A really good strategy that I've just started implementing lately is we all have our wonderful little smartphone devices, and they all have timers on them. And my friends have made fun of me for the past like 6 months when I started doing this, but when I go to a party or a convention, I set a timer for 90 minutes. And every 90 minutes when that timer goes off, I check in with myself and I say, okay, either it's time to go, because I am what they call an extroverted introvert. So I do stage shows and I'm in front of people, and I have to, you have to turn on. And people just say when you go to conventions, people know who you are, so you have to turn on. But it gets exhausting for me because that's a part of me, but it's not the whole of me. I'm really introverted. I need my time to recharge. And when I'm around other extroverts, or when I'm around a group of extroverts, I shut down. But when I'm around a group of introverts, that's why I'm an extroverted introvert, I come out of my shell a little bit more. And I need that time to recharge and refuel. And for me, I found out my time limit is 90 minutes. So every 90 minutes, I just set that timer to remind myself, okay, check in, and it's okay to separate. It's okay to leave the party sometimes. So these are some strategies that you can start building into your lives as well, the people watching. And so you take care of yourself, so that way you put a time limit even on the pity or on the pity party or on the overwhelmed party, because you know what? You're not alone at that party.
And also, just remember that your feelings are not your identity. When you say, I am overwhelmed, your feelings are overwhelming to you, but that's not who you are. When people say to you, oh, you're angry, I can see you're angry, those are your feelings. It isn't your identity. And it's really hard when you're overwhelmed and you're feeling that, or you're very tired, or you're changing time zones, or you're out of your comfort zone, or you're doing new things, to not begin to believe that that's what you are, but you're not. I'm gonna really say that one more time. You're not your feelings. They're your feelings. They pass through you. Your identity is the generous, loving human being that you really are. And what you really need to do is hold on to that idea when you're at the party and you say, oh my God, I need to leave this in 10 minutes because I don't want to take this on.
Right.
The whole time that I had cancer, I never got undressed during chemotherapy because I didn't want that identity. I do believe that your clothes put you in the mood. Like when I played bowling last night, I wanted a bowling shirt because I feel like if you dress for it, you're getting mentally prepared for it. And I think it's like anything else. If you dress the part, then you take on what you want. So today, as you're going through life and you hear yourself talk going over and over again, think about what you're saying. You could be saying, oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I'm so klutzy. Oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't care what you say. But those are just emotional states. It's not who you are. You are an amazing person who's having coffee with us right now. Have a really good day, and remember, keep your identity clear. Don't take on your emotions. They're not who you are.
Janet, thank you for having me. This has been a great time. And as always, be well, do good, and be true to who you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. See you later.